this film, I had the opportunity to see it. It was amazing. To a certain extent, it's like a PSA against love. And I was wondering what interested you in a project that some would describe as an anti-romance?
I think I like romanticized times in my life that felt overwrought. You feel so alive when you're close to death, and love can make you feel that way. Love is not like there's no fixed definition for love. We all say like it's like such a means to justify any decision that one might make recklessly. It's like, I mean, I was in love, I loved them. It's like, but what even is that? And do they love you? And is it the same feeling? And does it somehow produce goodness in the world? Like, we have this sort of perpetuated notion, especially just like in, and I believe in them all too. Like, as soon as I say this, I'm like, yeah, but I'm also not cynical and think this is true at the same time as it is untrue that love can absolutely destroy you and others. And you don't always make the most selfless decisions in love. So yeah, it just felt like a love story that was showing all of the dirty, real, good, fun stuff, which is all the bad stuff, actually.
It's not often that we see explicit lesbian sex in major film projects, unfortunately.
Yeah. It was fun to even hear you say that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, say lesbian explicit sex. Sorry.
I'll say it again. It's not often we get to see these scenes. So I'd love to know if you had any reservations shooting these scenes, and what was it like participating in such intimate scenes in a major film?
No, I didn't. I was excited because I was like, oh, finally I get to do something like real. I don't know, like that felt more real. But it is funny going in there. Like, my big thing was I just wanted to make sure that Kristen was comfortable. That was like my whole thing. I was like, so anyway, like, do I smell okay? You know, like, I just want to make sure that I'm like putting deodorant on. And it's also,
and I'm like licking her armpit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm good.
And it's also like, it was 112 degrees in this house, so I am sweaty. So it was hard to feel sexy. And we had, at one point they put like layers on me to like separate us.
Oh yeah.
And it felt like I was wearing a diaper. And it was just so.
It was a cute diaper.
It was a really cute diaper. It was like a cutout
kind of.
It was a yoga mat. Well, one was a yoga mat and one was a cup. And I kept making them punch me in the cup because I thought it was really cool. But
a yoga mat. What did they think I was going to do to you?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah,
I'm not that strong.
I know. But yeah, so it was kind of like once you got there and you just saw how silly, like, kind of the theatrics of it were. It took a lot of the pressure off. And obviously we worked with an intimacy coordinator and everything, and we talked about the scenes and what, comfort zones and everything. But also, like, yeah, I mean, I feel like Kristen and I were generally pretty open and like
the run of the mill, like, just go for it simulated sex thing is so rote, and it's like actors do have this default thing. We're like, oh, okay, we're supposed to make out and like have sex now. That's just not how people have sex. And I'm so sick of seeing it. And so in actually really like nailing the details and talking about like the physical experience more so than even seeing it, sort of like verbalizing it, talking to each other, like sharing space, like having it be not cut up into a ton of different shots. Like it felt like, I don't know, like a really beautiful thing to deliver an experience that was like literal instead of faux,
Yeah, I hope if anyone takes anything from this movie, it's to ask your partner what they like. Like, you
nice.
Don't see that in a movie.